And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Keserian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. Episode 29, I believe? I think so, at any rate. Okay, so what are we working on today? Well, you can see over here I had a couple things put in. These are recyclers. They're the Greg Tech versions thereof. And click on something, you won't break them. As you can see, they have these precision export buses mounted above them. What these devices do is quite simple. They are set up... Oops, there we go. They are set up to export cobblestone into the recyclers. These level emitters are set up that when there is more than 200,000 cobble in our network, it will automatically output the... it will automatically toggle the redstone signal and emit above 200,000. When it emits the redstone signal, the precision export buses will dump the cobblestone into the recyclers. The recyclers will then produce scrap, which is pulled by our ME basic import buses back out and into our network. So let's take a look at how much scrap we have. Set this up probably about 48 hours ago real time. So we have 38,000 scrap. Let's call it 39,000. Close enough, because remember, these things don't count that stack of 64 in the output buffer. Alright, so what are we doing with this? We are building a nuclear reactor. Actually, well, we're not building a nuclear reactor. We're technically building a Matter Fabricator, which will be going in this room. If you guys remember, I have an ME cable that's actually running underneath the floor here. Let me not use the Destructo... Oh, here I can. I still love that thing. I know you're not really supposed to enchant advanced diamond drill. For those of you who are a little bit confused about my last episode, the IC2 tools are not normally enchantable. However, when you create a book and then use the anvil to combine the book with an item, it actually bypasses the item enchantment restriction rules. That's how you can get enchanted signs, etc., etc. So, that's how we ended up with our advanced diamond drill enchanted with fortune and efficiency. Right. That's right, I was doing that. There we go. Okay, so nuclear reactor time. To create a nuclear reactor, the first thing we're going to need is the reactor itself. So, let me make sure I have a couple of the ingredients already in the ME system, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chuck... where's our compressor? There we go. Hello? There we go. We're going to chuck 96 copper plates in here. What this is going to do is give us some dense copper plates, which you're going to notice are going to be pulled right back into that network. Then we're going to need some machine blocks. Can I actually make one? No. Alright, so let's get... What do I need? 3 machine blocks? Yes, I need 3 machine blocks. 4, technically. So that's how many? 4 times 8... 32. And yeah, I'm still working on putting my ME system back together. It's just taking a little bit longer than expected. Good news is, it appears my steam boilers are still running. I logged back in the other day and discovered my boilers were shut down, so I had to kick on my emergency power, and then that ran out. Oops. So, it's looking like I'll have to go out into the nether soon and move that for my emergency power feed. Yeah. Because it also means I have no easy supply of lava anywhere. Oh, are you already done? Yippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. So then let's look at... Looks like we're still making those. How about our... Hello? Crafting terminal. Really? It's a lag day again? Alright, I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. So we're almost there on that. Why don't we start ourselves by getting... You know what? Why don't we do it the cheap way? Let's get ourselves an iron furnace. I need to update applied energistics tonight, actually. An iron furnace. Let's get... Can I make batteries? No. Can I make tin plates? Yes, I can. Give me 4, please. Oh, wow. I have plenty of platinum. 4 tin plates. Let's get some redstone and some copper cobble. Thank you. which means I could put that there, and that across. Gets me my generator. Now if I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have no machine parts. Start crafting, please. Well, what we can do is we can do this, then this. One short. One bit. Can I do that on a crafting table? No. Forgot 4 of those. Oh, darn you, Greg Tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dump that back in there. Okay. Do you have an assembly machine? Oh, yeah, I do it right here. Assembly machine. And that's, of course, going to take a few minutes because this is Greg Tech, don't forget. And a machine block, our third. Now let's just get a circuit. Oh, wait. Advanced circuit, please. Boom. Advanced circuit. And our dense copper plates. Get ourselves 3 reactor chambers, a generator, and an advanced circuit gets us our very first nuclear reactor. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I love this thing. Nuclear reactors are some of my favorite toys from Industrial Craft. I almost thought about sticking all this stuff in a pocket dimension just to prevent, you know, accidental explosions from happening. Let's put it right there. Because then I'll have that, and then that, and then that. Okay, yeah. Perfect. So we're going to get into the nuclear reactor interface now. But basically, the nuclear reactor is a... how to describe it? It's complicated. That's basically all you can say about it. And I'm sorry for staring at the screen. 2 chambers. I think this is what I want. So basically the way this thing works, I'm going to need to have 2 more chambers plugged into this. Is that, which means back to the drawing board, and let's get ourselves some more of that stuff. Yes, that stuff. That stuffity stuff. Excuse the sounds coming through my open window. Jerks. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. All right. So first of all, let's bum 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 bum. Yay. Okay. So where were we? Oh, right, crafting stuff. Reactor chambers. Here we go. No. Okay. Reactor chambers are kind of an interesting thing. Basically, you put different fuels in them. And... well, let me do the calculations again in my head. 8 times 4 is 32. So I need another 64 for this one, right? Yeah. Up. I need to get some more copper plates. Jeez. I'm running out of this stuff. We're done with that. As I was saying a few seconds ago, find iron, and let's get ourselves some machine parts. As I was telling you a few seconds ago, you put different components in. It's almost, I mean, the best way to say it is it's almost like its own little mini game inside Minecraft. It's really quite cool. On the other hand, if you do your little mini game wrong, it will blow up. And it will blow up spectacularly, in fact. So what we're going to do in the nearby future is we're going to build a design that should be very difficult to blow up. And it involves 6 iridium plates that are sitting in my inventory. Machine blocks go there, and iron, no, dense. Let's get our 2 chambers out. As I was saying, it involves that iridium, not in the short term. It's going to be a very long, hard crafting recipe for me to get to the point where I need those iridium plates. But, okay, so one of the things about reactors, notice how it's this big? This is the amount of components you can shove in this thing. If I do this, it got bigger by 2 lines, because I put 2 reactor chambers on it. Cool. So what we're going to power this reactor with, I believe we're going to do thorium with this. That's kind of what I've been thinking. Thorium is kind of the low, high-efficiency version. If I check out, I should have... I have no thorium? Oh. Oops. Okay, that explains why. Where's one of my Right. Do I have an Aha! I do have an extra export bus laying around somewhere. I thought I did. I don't have any crafting going on, so I could do this. Never forget that when you pull these cables off, it will actually break your network, and it will cause... Come on. Did I just lose it? Let's attach that, open this up, and tell it that uranium ore goes in the top. How about that? And that's going to give us uranium dust. What do we do with uranium dust? We find our industrial centrifuge with blank and blank. Then what we tell this is that our... Come on. There we go. That our uranium dust goes into the centrifuge. Not there, however. We put it up in there. And now what's going to happen is this is going to run. And if you look at the uses for uranium dust this week, today, you can get plutonium with a piece of UUM matter. I'm not certain why you'd want to. Or you can centrifuge it to get 4 uranium cells, a tiny pile of plutonium, 2 thorium, and some tungsten. And that's 4. So you put 4 uranium dust in, 4 pieces of uranium, and you get 4 uranium cells out. Sounds like a good deal to me. Because you're not losing anything. You're getting just a little bit of plutonium, some thorium. Oopsies. Be right back, guys. Alright, so I'm honestly not certain why that keeps happening, but we're going to have to live with it for right now. So as I was saying, I mean, you do lose some stuff in there, but you don't lose a lot, that's for certain. So while that's running, which is good, we can start crafting some other stuff. Now, as any of you who know nuclear reactors know, reactors generate heat. And we need to get rid of that heat. So what we're going to build are some overclocked heat vents. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 overclocked heat vents. Let's look at how to make them. By the way, this is not a design of my own creation. This is from the forum thread because I can't create these things, to be honest with you. I need a reactor heat vent, which means I need a heat vent. So I need 8 heat vents, which are just refined iron ore. How much aluminum do I have? I really don't know what's going off my network today. Just seems to hate me. Yep. Alright, and we're back, and I found out that I have more aluminum than I need. So I have 8, and I need heat vents, right? And they require 4. Oh. It's 8 times 4, 16. 32. Let's make up some 32 aluminum plates. Boom. And let's get working on those iron bars, shall we? Oh, come on. There we go. So I need... Oh. We have those. And what's the rest of the recipe for the standard heat vent? Oh, just those 2. Okay, so we should be all set. Make sure those are, in fact, aluminum plates. Yeah, okay. So let us open this up, go back to here, and slot that recipe right into our table. And we are not even close at all. And we're a little bit more than halfway there, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. Or not too much. This aluminum ore from somewhere sitting around, and alumite and all this funny stuff. I don't know. It's so much junk in this ME system, you know? What can you do? Alright, so while that's running, there's not much else we can do, to be honest with you. Well, there is something we can do. So let's go over here. Let's look up thorium. Alright, I have to have... Has this not even run a full cycle yet? I guess this does really take forever, doesn't it? Quite a long time. Alright. Well, it will slowly produce fuel for our nuclear reactor, which is all I can really ask for. And it looks like we're having another issue. Be right back. And we're back. Oh, did I mention these things don't stack? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to need 16 dense copper plates. Oy. You know, if you ever want to burn through more copper than you know what to do with, yeah, it's 2 stacks of copper. If you ever want to know... So it's 1.5 stacks of copper. Yeah, if you guys really want to know how to burn through more stuff than you ever thought you would, just go start making a nuclear reactor if you have too much copper. That's really the best solution to the problem. Alright, there we go. That's now running. So I will be back in just a few minutes once we can now move on to the next part of our project. Be right back. Alright, now we're ready to go to the next step. Finally. So we're going to go to our, let's see, overclocked, goes back down to reactor. Shift click this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we just go to our overclocked. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. And what are these heat vents for? We're going to put them back in our system. And what was it we needed 7 of? Our component heat exchangers, I believe. Yes, wow. Wait, now, what was it? What are these again? Component heat vents. That's right, component heat vents. So, tin and iron bars. Paste. I keep running out of iron bars. Alright, there you are. It's a funny thing. Whenever you're using iron bars in a recipe, you don't use them often for things, but when you use them, it's like you need them. And you need tons of them whenever you want to use them. So let's get these set up inside our reactor, and I'll kind of explain what they do. And I'm really tempted to put this in dimensional doors pocket dimension, but that kind of feels cheating. Okay, so let's get this stuff installed, shall we? So on the bottom, it goes... heat vent overclocked, heat vent overclocked, component overclocked, component... Okay. So we go component overclocked, component overclocked, component. And the next level up... Oh, I need some component... Okay, and then it's overclocked, 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 and I need more stuff in the middle. So go overclocked, overclocked, overclocked. And then I need a row the same as the bottom. Okay, so put that there, 2, that there, that there, that there. Okay, and then we need another overclocked and a component and a heat exchanger. So we go overclocked, component, heat exchanger. Okay, then what goes in these two slots? More of these heat exchangers. All right. So let's get 2 more of those, shall we? And no, this isn't too bad. Not a whole lot. Just remember that unless you do something drastically wrong with these reactors, they don't blow up. Unless you do something drastically, terribly wrong. So what do I need? I need a standard heat exchanger, and a component heat exchanger. Okay, heat exchanger. Let's paste that in. And then what's the component one? Oh, it's just a regular heat exchanger. Okay, so let's paste that back in. Dump that in there. Let's get ourselves a component. At least I'm basically made of resources now. So this isn't too much of an issue. Though this system just eats copper, doesn't it? Each of these dense copper plates that's in these items is about 8 copper. So let's make sure we put this in right. Heat exchange, I'm guessing it's a standard, yeah, heat exchanger on the left, component heat exchanger on the right. So component and regular. Now our reactor is going to go up here, the actual fuel for it, which we should be able to do something about right now. At least I hope we do. So it might be embarrassing if I say that and then we can't. And we're going to be using 2 quads for this, I think. Let me see how much thorium I have. Just enough. So let's go to our compressor. Let's drop this thorium in there. In the meantime, let's get another set of dense copper plates going. Even though I am planning on actually building a second one of these. So even if we don't use all of these dense copper plates, though I suspect we might. Yeah, we're going to be using all this stuff up anyways. So let me look at what we have going on here now. I should have some thorium. Seven of it. I should have 8 of it any time now. There we go, 8 thorium. Now let's get some empty cells, shall we? Usually the easiest way to do it is to take compressed air cells and yank them clean. I have a lot of these cells building up in here. Now you can't just do this by hand. You actually have to do this in an automatic canning machine. Let's jump the mercury. Yeah, mercury's already been being pulled out to fill other things. Oh yeah, don't forget, none of these cells actually stack. So the only way they're stacking in the ME system is because ME systems are basically magic. Now the interesting thing about nuclear reactor cells is that when they're actually placed next to each other in a reactor, they generate more power than they would otherwise. They basically get an efficiency bonus. And one of the games of building a reactor is to see how high you can get your efficiency bonus to go. Really? Again? Already? This is really getting irritating. Be right back. As I was saying, one of the points of a reactor is to see how high you can get your efficiency score to go. Efficiency 7, I believe, is the maximum I've seen in common usage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But what GregTech allows, which makes it a little bit cooler than a bunch of these other mods that are out there, is that you can actually create... Really? Really? I don't know what's going on with me. Oh, there we go. Is that you can actually create stacked cells. So for example, I can take a double thorium. Oh, I can use lead too. Okay. And turn those 8 cells into these double thorium cells. And if you guessed that those gave me an efficiency bonus, you'd be entirely accurate. Oh, it takes 3 regular copper plates? Oh, that's easy. Like 2, please. So now we have our thorium cells. Nice. I like these. Now, again, thorium cells produce less power than uranium, the middle point, and even less power than plutonium, which is your high end. However, they generate less heat. I believe these are going in like that. Now, what's going in some of this empty space? Welp. We need to make iridium neutron reflectors. And the iridium ones never die out. But they're made of 8 thick neutron reflectors. So we're going to need, let me do a calculation here, 6 times 8. And each of these is 4. I'm going to need 192. So I need 192 neutron reflectors, which are dense copper plates. So just to start with, I need 192 dense copper plates. Boy. Now, let me also, while I'm here, this should work fine. So I need 192 of you. Okay. How much do I have in my system right now? Wait, is that 192? 800. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you know what? This can run without... We're not going to get as much power from it, because what these iridium neutron reflectors do, basically, is they boost the efficiency, but they require so much copper. I don't even think I can do that. Okay, so this design is only going to have... This is only going to be a 32 EU per tick cooling system. It'll output 32 million versus if I had these guys in here. Puts me up to 56 EU per tick. Huh. Uh-huh. Well, I guess the difference is basically negligible. Let me figure this out and I'll be right back for you guys. Alright, so I've finally come to my conclusion. Here is what we're going to do. We are going to run this thing with the 2 thorium cells in it. And we are not going to install... And we're not going to go with those iridium neutron reflectors quite yet. Just because they're so horrendously expensive. I didn't realize they required as much dense copper plating as they actually did. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this over like this. And we're going to break this off like that. And then we're going to check on what the status is of our Matter Fabricator. Which, if you remember, I've been trying to build this thing since forever ago. And have eventually given up trying to do it on camera, in fact. Okay, so if I look up Matter Fabricator, and this is a good way to check to see what you're looking like on recipes. Matter Fabricator, please. Boom. Oh. I didn't realize that, actually. I must have been working on this late at night because I got it all set up. Ta-da. Ta-da. Alright, let's go put this down. I have been waiting for this thing since forever ago. This is one of the coolest things. And this is where I can actually start producing iridium and not just finding it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some conduit cable back there. And actually, yeah, we're going to put this here. What I'm going to do here is we're not going to use the Destructo tool. Okay. So I guess I'll run this at this level, because I can actually cover this stuff up with facades. But I can't cover up IC2 cable. I have to come out and join this line there. So I think I'll do. Okay. So the Matter Fabricator, you know what? Why don't I cover the Matter Fabricator in the next episode? Sorry, guys, but we're running a little bit late. All right, so everyone, I'm sorry about that teaser there, but thank you so much for watching. This has been Mr. Keserian. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as we derped around with nuclear reactors. And I will see you guys next time in episode 30. So on that note, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a comment, a like, or even subscribe to my channel. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, happy mining.